right, are you all the way up at the table, sir?
No, I am.
Okay, thank you. All right, so is your full name Frank Andrew Polito?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. And Mr. Harris, your appearance, please.
Yes, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender James Harris here on behalf of Mr. Frank Polito for purpose of arraignment. The notes I have from Assistant Public Defender Lauren Sutter, who spoke with Mr. Polito yesterday, indicate that he did request the Public Defender's Office's services for these files. So I would request that a not guilty plea be entered on his behalf.
All right, thank you. All right, so the first file we have, Mr. Polito, is 26-00203FY. This is a complaint in the people of the state of Michigan versus Frank Andrew Polito. It is alleged, sir, that on or about January 20th of 2026, at the location of 1215 East Michigan Avenue in the city of Lansing, Ingham County, Michigan. Sir, count one alleges that you did knowingly or intentionally possess methamphetamine. That is contrary to law. It is a felony. Maximum penalty, sir, is up to 10 years and or $15,000. There is a count two also at the same address and date that you did assault, batter, wound, resist, obstruct, oppose, or endanger Mark Fox, a police officer of the Lansing Police Department that the defendant knew or had reason to know was performing his or her duties. Contrary to law, that is a felony. Maximum penalty, sir, is 2 years and or $2,000. A consecutive sentence may be imposed under Michigan law if the assault was committed in a place of confinement or for another violation arising from the same transaction. So do you understand these charges and maximum penalties, sir?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you do have rights, and we're going to, and I'm sorry, you had one more thing that's kind of buried in the file. There is a notice of intent on the prosecutor's office to seek an enhanced sentence as a fourth habitual offender. So what that means is because you have 3 prior felony convictions, the maximum penalty on those 2 charges may be enhanced from what I originally told you. So do you understand that habitual as well, sir?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to go over your rights. You have the right to plead guilty, not guilty, or stand mute. You have the right to a trial by a judge or a jury, and at that trial you can present or confront witnesses. If they would not appear, the court can order them to do so. You also have the right to a lawyer, and if you cannot afford one, one can be appointed for you at court expense. Additionally, you are presumed innocent, and if you're found guilty, it must be beyond a reasonable doubt. You also, sir, have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or write can be used against you, and you always have the right to have a lawyer present with you at any time that you are questioned. Do you understand those rights, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Now, I do understand you're applying for an attorney, so we have 2 hearings. Your first hearing, sir, is a probable cause conference that is scheduled Thursday, January 29th. That is at 9:00 a.m. The second hearing, sir, is a preliminary exam scheduled the following Thursday, February 5th at 9:00 a.m. Both of these hearings are with Judge Flores, and you are allowed to appear to that conference by Zoom. If you don't have access to Zoom, sir, you have to appear in person for both hearings. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. So is there anything I've told you so far that you do not understand?
No.
Okay.
Oh, man, I got to get together.
This is a motion, affidavit, and bench warrant on a hinder, oppose, resist, or obstruct an officer from an offense date of June 20th of 2025. The bench warrant issued because you failed to appear for an arraignment on December 22nd of 2025. Do you recall why you were in court that day, sir?
I I don't remember. I think I just missed it. I think a lot was going on.
Okay.
Had a lot going on, Judge.
Okay, so we have a new date for you to appear. Your pretrial date is now February 17th, 10 o'clock a.m. with Judge Flores, and you do have to appear in person on that date. So you've got that notice, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Sir, do you have any income at this time?
A little bit. I'm about to start working at Takwi Mas on Cedar, so I'll start having income. I'll just start working there.
Okay, all right, thank you. Okay, the next file, sir, is file 25-01606OM. This is also a motion affidavit and bench warrant on a trespassing charge from an offense date of May 29th of 2025. The bench warrant issued on this because you failed to appear for that arraignment on December 22nd. I will indicate that you didn't remember, that you had a lot going on. Is that accurate? Okay.
Yeah, without getting into further detail, there were drugs involved that people were giving to me that ended up being glue. Like I smoked some glue and stuff. I thought I was smoking crack. And
Okay, so your pretrial date on this is the 17th, which is the same as the other hearing. So you don't want to lose that. Okay, and the last file we have here, sir, is file 25-01514OM. This is also a motion affidavit and bench warrant on a trespassing charge from May 20th of 2025. The bench warrant issued on this as well for that same reason. You failed to appear on December 22nd. I will again indicate that you don't remember. You had a lot going on.
Yeah.
Okay, so your pretrial on that matter is also February 17th. So you've got that notice as well, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. All right, then, Mr. Harries, I have no other questions for your client. If you would address bond, please.
Yes, Your Honor. Now, I will note, first of all, that while the potential penalties with the habitual fourth offender could be rather serious, I will indicate that at this point, these are simply allegations, and I believe they are not necessarily aggressive or assaultive allegations at this point. The possession of methamphetamine is nonviolent, and the police officer, I would argue that the police officer assaulting, resisting, or obstructing is not necessarily violent, as it could be for simply disregarding the orders, allegedly disregarding the orders of police. Mr. Polito did indicate a stable address where he can receive mail, as well as additionally, I will note, additionally, he did indicate that he is trying to get in some work here in the area. I would ask if the court would consider setting a PR bond on this. If the court is unwilling to set a PR bond on this file, I would request, well, on these files, I'd request that the court consider a reasonably low 10% bond, Your Honor, something that Mr. Polito actually has a chance of posting, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, thank you. So in looking at bond situations, sir, the court is obviously going to pay attention to what your attorney says. I also look at your criminal history. You do have some prior convictions. The most recent conviction looks like you have is in 2023 for an attempt misdemeanor tampering with an electronic monitoring device. That was in this court. You have in 2019, you have a domestic violence third offense conviction, as well as a police officer assault, resist, obstruct. Also in 2019, you have another conviction of domestic violence third offense out of the 30th Circuit Court, and another attempt misdemeanor police officer assault, resist, obstruct in 2018. And then nothing from 2009 on. It looks like you did some prison time. So at this point, I do see that there are some assaultive convictions. And I agree with Mr. Harris that that police officer assault, resist, obstruct has a number of facets to it. And at this point, I'm not going to make any guesses as to whether or not it was assaultive or just merely not following directions. But I do have also a history of a failing to appear. In the file number 2502654, you failed to appear for the original arraignment on September 18th of this year. They gave you another arraignment date for December 22nd, and you failed to appear. So that's two failings to appear. Don't say anything. Don't say anything, okay? On OM file 01606, that is similar. You failed to appear for a pretrial on June 23rd of 2025, failed to appear again on August 11th for a pretrial. I saw you August 26th, set a new date for September 22nd. You failed to appear on that, and then also failed to appear in December of 2022. I'm sorry, December.
Yeah, stop talking about your case, please.
Of 2025. And in the other trespassing, there are 4 prior FTAs on that as well. I can't grant you a PR bond, sir. It seems like the only time we see you is when we're arraigning you either on an original charge or...
I'm in all the time trying to fix them. There's a lot going on. This is bullshit. This is bullshit.
Mr.
Sir,
Polito,
watch your language. We're not done yet. Okay. So with that being said... Mr. Polito, all right, we'll just...
I can't bond. If you give me a bond, I can't bond out. I can't bond out of it. I won't be able to bond out. I'm going to tell you what
the bond is anyway. It's 650, 10% on the 01514, 650, 10% on the 01606, and on the 02654.
I won't be able to bond out of it.
That is a $400 10% bond.
Meanwhile, she has been so lenient with this guy the entire time, and he's just losing it.
This is actually, sir, this is actually less than what the interim bond was that the judge has ordered or has entered as an interim bond. So at this point, Mr. Polito, I am also going to set a bond on the new felony file with the history of failing to appear. That is going to be a $500 10% bond. Conditions of your release are as follows, sir. Do not miss any court dates. Do not violate any state or local laws while you're on bond. You are not to possess or purchase any firearms, ammunition, or dangerous weapons, and you will have to report to pretrial services on this felony complaint. Also, no assaultive behavior towards any individual. Do you understand those conditions, Mr. Polito?
I don't want to listen more. I don't give a fuck. That's a slap in the face.
You know what? At this point, listen to me. At this point, I am reluctant to increase your bond, but if that behavior continues, I will. So have a good day, sir. You are all set. Thank you. All right, Ramon Jackson, please.
Is there a way you could please let me out today? Because I'm supposed to be going for a job interview. I get a job.
Yeah. Nope, I'm not going to let you out. Sorry.
Good times. Good times. It was just a quickie. All right. All right. I'll throw something on here. What do we have? What do we have? We'll do a little Mr. Magoo to take you out, to carry you over till Biggin starts. How's that sound?
Lord, that was fantastic. One car, one sign, one pair of unzip pants. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Magoo. Defending cries, we're going federal. Judge Mike laughs, no big dummy and not a chance, not a nudge. Cite some nonsense, Fourth Amendment too, but this circus belongs to one man, Magoo. Crashed into a mobile sign late at night, hair all wild, pants not tight. Cops roll in, not sure what's true. Is he drunk and cussed or just plain Magoo? Mr. Magoo. My bad. Magoo in a gown, cheeks to the breeze, escapes like a bandit with surgical ease. We're back to 76, classic drunk trick, glove box fix. Drink after the crash, confuse the test, but come on folks, this is nonsense at best. Defense pipes up, he just had a drink. Nerves were shot, gave him time to think. With his robe half on, buying Colt 45 at a 7-Eleven run. Mr. Magoo, oh, what did you do? Bolted from the hospital, pants still askew, license gone, priors too. Jail feels like home, it's waiting for you. This thing's getting bound over. Smash sign, drunk driver, pants down, $0. Prosecutor sharp, Judge Simpson sly. They see through Magoo's every try. Blood draw missing, excuses thin, but Mike just laughs. It's a lock and win. DUI number 4, maybe fleeing too. Magoo's record is nothing new. He likes jail, it's true. That's where he belongs, old Magoo. Mr. Magoo, oh, what did you do? Crashed your car, pants down too. Drunk or dizzy, head or brew. Either way, the judge sees right through you. Hopefully they got the hamster back on the wheel.